Dallas is 4-11.
How about I mean, the Pacers have not looked the same since the Halaban was forcibly removed.
1-13 is crazy, dude.
Yeah. It turns out that the Halaban were really running the show there. And
what did you just say?
The Halaban.
Did you just come up with that?
No, that's a thing. That's been a thing. What do you mean? You're supposed to be the basketball guy.
The Halaban is a thing?
The Halaban.
They need to workshop that. That is not
Listen,
good.
I'm not Pacers fans. I'm just going off what they gave to me.
Yeah. Okay.
And what they gave to me is a little crazy. Is a little out there. Yeah. I could not be more excited to record today. Yeah. I wish I had brought my Mariners jersey from home.
Fanboy Josh Naylor. Ooh! As soon as I got the notification, I was like, Isaac is ecstatic right now.
Okay, so can we start so I can start then?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Great. Welcome to the house, episode, whatever it is. Don't care. If you need homeless or at-risk services, take it to my house, 300 North Willow Street, downtown Westlawn. I do care about that. Bryan Fields, Isaac Smolden. Bryan, hello. The Seattle Mariners have had the best offseason that they have ever had in the 26 years that I have watched this team. And it is only November, folks, because the Naylor Sailors are still going to be setting sail in Seattle, baby.
I'm surprised you're not mad about the dumper.
What do you mean?
The dumper...
I'm furious about that.
For
but
MVP.
Hang on. No.
Okay.
We're going to lead with positivity. Josh Naylor signs a super fair deal. He's getting paid. It is very fair for the Mariners. Their biggest hole was first base. Josh Naylor is a absolute dog. He is the second slowest player in baseball and had like 20 stolen bases with the Mariners.
Yeah.
He locked in their spot in the playoffs with a double against the Colorado Rockies. He embarrassed the Houston Astros. He is a psychopath that should not be able physically to do the things that he does, but he defies every expectation. Dad, congratulations.
This is a lot.
And he is staying in Seattle. He loves Seattle. Seattle loves him.
Nor go back in the box.
Every other move the Seattle Mariners make this offseason is now gravy on top of signing Josh the Dog Naylor. Okay. Nails.
Yeah.
I am over the moon. Nothing can bring me down. Now let's talk about how the people that vote for MVP in Major League Baseball are the biggest bunch of frauds and crooks that have ever existed.
How about Ohtani, though?
These people are the same reason why Ichiro doesn't get to go into the Baseball Hall of Fame as a unanimous Hall of Famer. Yes, I know it's not the same voters necessarily. Cal Raleigh won every other award that was voted on by the players, that was voted on by the fans. Some baseball writers apparently have never played catcher before and don't understand the fundamentals of what a catcher does day in and day out. I don't care how good Aaron Judge's WAR was. But let me tell you what, Bryan. We just recorded a podcast on the My House Podcast Network. It's called The Liberating Effect. It's about emotional wellness.
You are not emotionally well.
No, I'm not. You get to determine how you view this piece of information about Aaron Judge winning the American League MVP.
It's trash.
When Cal Raleigh should have.
It's trash.
Thank you for backing me up on that.
No, I wholeheartedly.
Here's the deal.
That was a big name win.
Nonsense.
That's a big name win. He's got the name. He's got the stardom. That's why he won the MVP.
I'm about to try to reframe this, but first, if it's really late for you on the East Coast and you get really tired or you're a Texans fan and you have to go sleepy because the West Coast is 3 hours behind, maybe do your freaking job and turn on some highlights in the morning. Because anybody that watched Cal Raleigh play baseball this season...
Didn't he break a record this year?
He broke every record this
Was
year.
it just franchise records? Or
he
records?
broke franchise records. He broke switch hitting records for a catcher. He didn't break Aaron Judge's 62, but he hit 60 home runs as the starting catcher. 62. Not last season, but that's the record.
Yeah, I mean, it
didn't set that record this season. By the way,
it just speaks volumes to how broken the voting system across sports
everything.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry that the Mariners play Willie Wait for you.
Oh my gosh.
But maybe do your job. But maybe do your job.
You know who doesn't have to worry about this?
Can I reframe it really quick? Are you about to segue us to something else? I know that I've taken more than my allotted Mariners time in November, but here's the deal. Here's how this is the best thing that has ever happened to the Seattle Mariners. You re-sign Josh Naylor. You have your biggest hole on defense fixed. You have an absolute dog at the plate that wanted to stay here, that these fans love, and that loves these fans. Cal Raleigh should have the biggest chip on his shoulder of all time. There's no sitting fat and happy in Seattle. There's no being happy with where we're at. This team, I hope that they never win another award again, and this team takes that and they shove it up baseball establishment's hoo-ha. This team needs to take this and let that fire burn in their belly all the way through spring training, into the regular season, and all the way to their first ever World Series appearance. Keep sleeping on the Mariners, baseball.
Anyways,
keep sleeping.
You know who doesn't have to worry about that? Shohei Ohtani, who's unanimous.
Oh my gosh.
Unanimous.
Shut up.
Argue that. Go ahead. Try. You can't.
I can't.
He's the greatest.
Plays in the National League.
I also don't like how there's division MVPs. I think that's stupid. That's so dumb.
Yeah,
how do you have two MVPs?
Baseball is so weird.
It's most valuable not most valuable players.
Here's where all the baseball old heads go, American National League. This
Would
is the
you
way
have been mad?
This is the way it's always been. Maybe.
Hold on. Would you be mad if there was one MVP
and Cal lost to Shohei?
Yeah.
No, I'd be like, oh, that makes sense. Cal had a great year. But that's not the situation, so I am very mad. Okay. But baseball gets so upset, and the baseball establishment gets so upset as soon as you make a little change. Here's another super hot take. I knew we were going to talk about baseball. I didn't think we'd be talking about it this much.
This is intense.
Everyone hates Rob Manfred.
I'm really proud of myself for knowing that Naylor even signed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you for. I see you, Bryan. Yeah. Thank you for seeing me.
Yeah. I support you, dude. And your unwell mental health because of the Seattle Mariners.
So Rob, everyone likes to hate Rob Manfred and gave him so much crap for he's ruining the game, blah, 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 making all these changes, pitch clock, runner on second base.
I love the pitch clock.
Rob Manfred is the reason why we've had two of the best playoffs that we've ever had ever in the last 2 years. Baseball is not a perfect sport.
Hold on. Pitch clock. Do you think that it will lead to more pitcher injuries?
I don't know. Maybe.
It is a really quick turnaround. Like, how long is the pitch clock?
20 seconds. It's 20 seconds. But listen,
that's pretty. And
hear me out.
Is it from when the catcher throws it back to the pitcher?
Yes.
That the clock starts.
Yes. So hear me out.
That's insane.
What is baseball at the end of the day?
Bat, hit, ball.
No. As a concept,
Bat,
what is baseball?
Ball, I run base.
Sure. Baseball, you're not going to get where I'm going.
No.
Baseball is a product.
Yeah.
Professional sports is a product.
Absolutely.
You need to put a watchable product, not only for the fans in the building, but realistically on screen. Because that is where
it feels like you're speaking to the people that like don't understand why professional athletes make so much money.
I'm saying this because the pitch clock makes that product better and
better.
And so
I've tried to watch baseball in the past.
And you couldn't.
And I couldn't. And I understand. This is a snore fest.
Up until a couple years ago, I completely understood that take. Because I hated watching baseball on TV. I don't have 4 hours to sit down, but all these changes have made baseball a better product. They have made it more entertaining. Mm-hmm. Viewership is up. So I would argue that it's not up to baseball to tailor people's to tailor to teams trying to protect their pitchers. Teams need to do a better job adjusting to what these rules are and what the product is. And I think you're seeing that. I think pitchers are pitching fewer innings. You see the rise of the importance of the bullpen over the last couple of years, and teams are going to figure it out. So that argument of, do these changes negatively impact pitchers' arms? Does it lead to more injuries? The teams need to adjust.
I'm curious to see the longevity of pitchers with having to pitch so quickly.
Sure. And we're not going to know until we know. I think, though, that is up to the teams. Baseball, and I say all of that to say that keep making changes, baseball. Keep making changes. The game, I mean, you watch September in these playoffs.
The ump?
I don't know. Yes. Thank goodness.
The ump's got to go.
And they are. Thank goodness.
But I also
for the pitch challenge.
I also don't
year.
like that because it does take away from like the natural.
You haven't spent enough time screaming at the TV over called balls and strikes.
Well, I mean, I scream at the TV over at the NFL and NBA, but it's like
there still are called balls and strikes.
If you took away the refs, it just doesn't feel like the same.
But they're not going away. You just have the opportunity to challenge when they make terrible calls. That's what the rule change is. So you're going to
slow down the game again.
You know what? It's very quick. They've done this at AAA ball, and we're talking like 10, 20 seconds. I would argue that the added time for them like seeing like, was it a ball or a strike?
Over a full game, how many challenges do you get?
I think, I can't remember in AAA, but I think it was 2 per team. And if you get it wrong, you lose it. Or maybe it was 1. They did it in the All-Star game, and it was very quick. It's clear they've invested the technology in there. And I think that from a fan experience, not having your team get jobbed.
11-minute rant.
I know. Not having your team
in November.
Not having your team get jobbed by missed calls makes up for the added delay in challenging the calls.
I'm all about it. I get nervous about just replacing the humanity of the game. I
ref hockey for my second job, so I get that.
Yeah.
But I think there is a way to do it, and you can't be afraid to make your game better. You can't be, if you're baseball, you can't be afraid to expand. You can't be afraid to move out of this American League, National League system that you have set up. I'm not saying that you have to, but you have to explore it. You have to keep exploring how to make this product better. Because if you let the baseball establishment do stupid things like not making Ichiro unanimous, like voting Aaron Judge the American League MVP, you take away from the credibility of the game. And I see the people in baseball that are out there that are making the game more entertaining and making the game better, and we need to be doing more of it.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Holy cow.
Talk about basketball.
12-minute rant.
Talk about basketball or something.
Interesting opening to, not really interesting opening to basketball. There were some interesting games for the NBA Cup. I also am super annoyed. Like, I don't know why this just registered to me, but we talk about longevity in the NBA, and the NBA is trying to create more viewership. And conspiracy people are coming out the woodworks with the Luka Doncic trade. It's so funny.
My gosh.
NBA's viewership is at its all-time high.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a very different narrative than what we saw a year ago.
Last year, yeah. No kidding. Especially with the playoffs being what they were this year in the MLB. I thought you would see similar numbers, but apparently not. Anyways, yeah, so we have our first coach firing, which is absolutely insane when we're, 12? How many games in are we?
I don't know, like 15, maybe. A couple teams have played 15. Let's see. The OKC has played 15. By the way, they've still only lost once. That was a great take by you at the start of the season. The Pistons are 12 and 2.
It was a hope and dream.
The Pistons are 12 and 2.
The Pelicans has fired their coach after going 12 or 2-12 to start the season. The team, I mean, what did you give him to work with? You gave him a Zion that just will not get on the court no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with Zion. Like, I see a lot of reporters talking about how he's just not a professional, and I hate to say that about somebody that's made it to the NBA, but year after year when you're not available and there's constant questions about how you're taking care of yourself and how you're taking care of your body, you don't look like a professional.
Willie Green is definitely the reason that the New Orleans Pelicans and their roster are 2-12.
But so like, this is one that I get, right? This is what I get when I know I was on this big rant about coach firings, but when the team comes out and they don't look competent and they don't look like they're going in the direction that you're going, that you want them to go, I don't mind that. What I don't like is when you see a team steadily progressing, making moves, looking like they're building something, but they're still on the losing part of it, then saying, "Meh." And really, when you look at Dayball, like what it comes down to is I really believe that they were pissed because he kept designing runs for Jackson.
Yeah, so Green was there for 4 seasons, so that's enough time in your mind to justify the firing.
Yeah.
Cool, that's how many seasons Brian Dayball had with the Giants.
Did you see my meme that I sent you?
I don't know if I did.
You didn't see how many Mike Tomlin, Dayball, playoff wins.
Oh, yes, I did see that meme. Listen, I think you could make some Steelers fans have been calling for Mike Tomlin to be fired for the last 20 years.
I told you the Giants could be a sneaky team. They have a absolutely brutal schedule. But you look at the product. Look at the way that the Giants come out, who have a very similar. Do they have the same record?
The Giants' record as what?
What is?
Where are you trying to go with this? What's happening? What are you doing right now?
Hold on.
This is great. This is
2-9. The same record as the Las Vegas Raiders. Put the comparison of what the product that they're putting on the field. It's night and day difference. There are pieces there. There are pieces to their defense. They found a franchise guy. They got riddled with injuries, and they have a brutal schedule this year. I just think, and I think it's.
I don't want to. I'm not going to respond because I don't want to rehash the same Brian Dayball conversation.
Anyways, NBA, super disappointed in the Lakers. They're beating all the teams that they should. They had an opportunity to go up against a powerhouse team in OKC and got absolutely just pushed around. The only sliver of hope there is that you're not fully healthy, I guess. But what does that team look like with LeBron? I'm super curious to see what that looks like.
You're going to find out against the Jazz here soon.
Is he playing tonight?
That is what they said.
I need to go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta see this. I really am curious to see how it's just gonna be interesting. LeBron has to take a back seat.
He should. He really should.
But will he?
No, he will not.
And then what happens to AR? Does he absolutely just disappear because we need him? The chaos that he causes, that he has big momentum plays, he hits shots when you need him to. But when you uninvolve him in the game, it's
watch them trade Austin Reeves when
I
LeBron comes back.
My mind
and watch them trade him to try to keep LeBron around one more year and bring in someone as a rental.
I seen him talking about trading. I see them talking about trading for Zach LaVine with just some bench players, but I don't know. The thing about the Lakers is, like I said, they're just not physical. And that's not playoff basketball. It's good regular season basketball, and you'll win a lot of games. You'll maybe lock in 3-4 seed. But when you get to the playoffs and refs aren't calling all these ticky-tack fouls and guys are getting up in your face and are constantly pressing you the whole game, it's just not – I mean, it's going to affect the way that Laker team looks. And JJ Redick is preaching be physical, but you don't have the physicality outside of Marcus Smart. So it's just, I can imagine being JJ Redick and just being so frustrated with your team.
Your sports fandom really takes a brutal hit this time of year until the Dodgers start. No wonder you've become such a Dodgers fan. You have nothing else to watch.
No, dude,
everyone else just makes you
long
sad.
Season. Lakers just give you, I mean, it's the Lakers, so you know they're going to make the playoffs, but I don't see a championship contender, and it's early in the season. Anything can happen. They can make a trade, get a really physical guy, But I don't see that. What I see them doing is really playing this season out, letting LeBron do whatever he wants to do, and then go off into the sunset wherever he goes, and then really start building around Luka. I think this is like
It's got to be the year.
Yeah.
Quick hockey news. One little bit of fun thing for me. The Avalanche are 13-1-5. They have lost one game in regulation. And they are first in the entire league with 31 points, and they have the best goal differential of any team in hockey right now with a plus 31. They have not lost a game in regulation in their last 10. The next closest team in goal differential is plus 16, and everyone's only played around 20 games. So that's nuts for hockey. The Avs are an absolute wagon right now. Team that I haven't talked about that is not hot and should be panicking is the Toronto Maple Leafs. It is very, very bad. It is time to hit the panic button. You let Mitch Marner go, and a lot of fans said that was the right decision. But a lot of fans right now are also saying that something needs to change now, because this is not a team that can afford to miss the playoffs when they do not have a first-round pick after trading it last year. It is very bad. Also, crazy story in hockey really quick that I want to get your opinion on. Mm-hmm. Jack Hughes of the New Jersey Devils, going to be a stud for Team America in the Olympics this year. Which
America,
the Olympic hockey in the Olympics is the best part about the Winter Olympics. And they have not had That's not a hot take.
That's a hot take.
That is what everybody. Oh yeah, sorry, you love the luge more than you like hockey in the Olympics.
That's tight.
Well,
I don't watch the Olympics.
You're just wrong. Anyway,
how American I am.
The New Jersey Devils have been great to start the year. Mm-hmm. Jack Hughes is their best player.
Yeah.
He is out 6 to 8 weeks with a off-ice hand injury that he sustained at a restaurant.
Excuse my language, bullshit. No.
What do you mean by that?
6 to 8 weeks?
He is out.
Would he get into a fist fight and break his hand?
He is out.
There's no context to that at all other than a restaurant incident? 6
to 8 weeks for a hand injury that he sustained at a team dinner.
This is my best Chip Kelly impression. In the NBA, that's what they call load management.
He will miss 2 months after having surgery on his finger. What they have said is that somehow he put his hand on broken glass or something.
Yeah.
And it was a bad enough injury, it required finger surgery. That has him out for 2 months.
Dude, who is their PR guy?
I don't know.
He needs to up his game.
See, I think that that's good PR. Because I don't think you can say anything else other than Jack Hughes is out for 8 weeks. Oh my gosh, he cut his hand messing around and broke a glass and sliced his finger open. We're going to say freak injury at team dinner and just move on. And hopefully no one digs into that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the worst PR. I think the worst PR.
How could you not? If I was a sports writer, I'd be all over that.
I don't think there's as of now that's where it is.
There's some webs to untangle there.
There are definitely some webs to untangle. I think I've seen the conspiracy. You know that game where it's like, yeah. There's one of that doing that, and then they stab through the finger, and it's just Jack Hughes' face. It's wild. I have never seen a player listed out for 2 months with a off-ice hand injury from eating with the team. How does that happen?
That's crazy that nobody on the team is ratted you.
It's pretty tight ship so far.
Who's gonna break?
Someone out
Someone's
there.
Someone's gonna break.
You know it's gonna be funny.
This offseason, you're gonna get the real story.
Yeah. 3 years from now, someone retires and they're like, "Hey,
this is what happened. Hey, I didn't make much money, so I'm gonna try to make some now."
Yeah, some fourth line grinder's gonna write a book about Jack Hughes slicing through his hand. Yeah. Wild. Okay.
NFL.
NFL time.
Raiders suck.
Oh my gosh, the Raiders.
If you want to blame somebody, blame Geno. I can't stand that, dude. I cannot stand that.
This was such
he literally was
an
like,
incredible.
He literally was like, did you watch the clip yet?
I watched it now. Yes,
dude,
I've
your
watched
kids
it.
get sick, blame me. Your car breaks down, blame me. Dude, you look like hot garbage. Bro, you have 14 interceptions, and you want to talk about you're throwing into double coverage.
What do you mean? He said to blame him. He said to blame him.
The linebackers are pulling back, daring you to check down. Nope. You know what? I can make it. No, you can't. No, you cannot, Geno. The product that the Las Vegas Raiders are putting out on the field is an embarrassment. And somebody should take them out to pasture.
This is the this is the whiniest thing. I'm just gonna read it. This is the whiniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You guys watch the film. I know we got a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks who like to watch film and take screenshots and see where guys are open. So I'm sure you guys will see where the guys are open, Smith said. I've just got to play better. I keep saying this. If you don't look right out there, if something don't look right out there, blame it on me. If I don't look right, blame it on me. That's all you can do. Blame it on me. If your kids mess up at school, blame it on me. Car breakdown on the way to work, blame it on me. Yeah, I guess I just suck, guys. No, I guess I just suck. You know that guy at work. Everyone loves that guy at work. They're super awesome to be around. They make you want to be better, and they really help your team succeed. Bro, you better pray.
I don't
that the Raiders.
I don't know how he wasn't benched immediately after that press conference.
You better pray that the Raiders break tradition and draft a quarterback.
I don't know how
year.
Max Crosby, the psycho of the Las Vegas Raiders, did not just come up and cold clock Geno Smith in the face.
If there's one thing I think when I think Raiders fandom, it's loving a guy who's whining about everyone just blames me all the time, so just blame me. It's whatever, dude. Yeah. So you have the Browns, the Chargers, the Broncos, Eagles, Texans, Giants, Chiefs, and you better find a way to lose all those games because if you don't get a top 3 draft pick, this season is a failure.
I will be so mad. They will win some of those stupid games.
Oh,
dude.
You know
they're gonna
that they'll win just enough
and then
to have a bad draft pick.
This is what we envisioned when we started the season. And
you want Pete Carroll fired? He's only had a year, Brian. You got to let him try to turn it around, Brian.
Dude, they are dude. Okay.
Brian, he needs more time.
I would.
Brian.
I would love to do that if you didn't just try to regurgitate the garbage that you put up the last 2 seasons in Seattle. Like you literally just tried to do this. You brought Tyler Lockett back and traded Jacoby Myers. Like you have literally just only done the same thing that you already did. It would be one thing if you were out there trying new things. Here's what I think the real problem is. The real problem is that Raiders never have a backup plan. They swing for the fences, and when it doesn't work, they don't have a plan. It's happened the last 3 years. We're going to go get Ben Johnson. Nah, I don't want nothing to do with you. You don't have a quarterback. You're a dysfunctional team. I'm good. Okay, let's go to the retirement home and get Pete Carroll. Okay, we're going to go get Matt Stafford. He's going to be our veteran quarterback. Matt Stafford gets a closer look and is like, I'm good. I got a good thing here in L.A. I'm going to stay. Okay, let's pivot. We're going to scramble and get Geno Smith. Like, year after year, the same thing happened. We thought we were going to – Josh McDaniels banked on Tom Brady coming to the Raiders for his final season. Tom Brady retires. Oh, let's not draft a guy. We had a deal in place to get C.J. Stroud. Had a deal in place to get C.J. Stroud. You know what we did? We walked out there with Jimmy Garoppolo and said that's going to be the thing.
Remember when the Raiders signed Antonio Brown? I just will never never not
John
think
Gruden calls
that hilarious.
John Gruden calls that one of his biggest regrets.
Yeah.
He said he went home and thought that they were gonna break every franchise record imaginable after one practice, watching that guy just fly down the field. Derek Carr said the same thing. Like I'm gonna throw for 5,000 yards this year. And bye. And,
Ozzy's had enough of you talking about the Raiders. Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about. They suck. They're a they're just not even fixable. I don't.
Girl, the Raiders.
Stupid, dude.
You can't fix him.
I knew
Bryan.
they were going to be.
You can't fix him.
I
You
knew
gotta
they
let
were
him
going to
go.
be bad, but my problem is just like this constant talk. Like, if you're going to be bad, be bad. But this constant like reaching for being a mid team is just so aggravating, and this constant just retread nonsense is so aggravating. Go get a young guy. Go try something new. Just do something different, man. Like, stop trying to recreate old success. It's not working. You've tried to recreate old success for the last 5 years, and it has produced in one playoff berth. That's it. You suck. Just burn it, dude.
I won't subject. Yeah, I've already talked about the Mariners, and I feel like after that deep dive on the Raiders, I won't subject everyone to my football team's pain this week.
Oh, we will. We will, because this is the highlight of my Sunday, was watching the Los Angeles Rams completely killmonger Sam Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold reared his ugly face and threw 3 interceptions. I will say...
No, he didn't throw 3 interceptions.
Yes, he did.
No, he threw 4 interceptions.
Oh.
Sorry, don't want to correct you.
And didn't he have a fumble too? 5 turnover game.
Something like that. Yeah.
And here's my thing of Seattle fandom that drives me crazy. You know how many playoff teams that you guys have beat this year?
How many, Bryan?
1. Do you want to know what playoff team that is?
Probably not. It's probably not going to make me feel any better.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh,
Your losses are to the 49ers, the Buccaneers, and now the Rams.
Yeah, I don't love that for us. I don't love that for us.
Yeah.
The Rams are a good team. You were never guaranteed to win that game. I think if I'm going to focus on the positive here, the fact that you still almost found a way to beat the Rams throwing 4 interceptions is bananas.
Yeah, that is
and
bananas.
a testament to our defense, as well as just throw 1 fewer interceptions, Sam, and we're right there.
Yeah.
Now, the scary thing is that this is turning into a little bit of a trend with the greatest ever quarterback of the U.S., Sam Darnold. It's not all sunshine and roses. That was a tough loss. However, I look at our remaining schedule with
gonna make the playoffs.
7 games left, and this team's gonna make the playoffs. And here's the deal: this team needs to make steps in the right direction. Teams don't win Super Bowls based off of 1 move in the offseason, based off a couple of good games, even based off of 1 good season. You win unless you're the 2014 New York Giants, in which case, whatever. Cool. Eli Manning has 2 rings. You win the Super Bowl based off consistently making good decisions as an organization,
the
making
playoffs start
progress
today,
in the right direction.
You go to Tampa. Are you winning that game?
No. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I am fortunate to have watched one of my sports teams win a championship in the Colorado Avalanche. It was not 1 hot year. It was not 1 move or 1 person that won that championship. It was years of bringing the right people in, developing players from within, and building to being a contender. That is what I see the Seahawks doing. So as frustrated as I am that our quarterback threw 4 picks not last night, but Sunday night, I have faith that this team will continue to take strides this year. I think that they will compete in the playoffs, and I look forward to watching them for the foreseeable future. Can you say that about the Raiders, Bryan?
No.
Okay.
I could have said that about the Rams if I never switched.
Well, that's a you problem. Let's see. The evil empire of the Patriots is back.
Dude, and what makes me mad, people, have we forgotten? Have we forgotten already?
You are genuinely like...
There's somehow like this feel-good story. It's the New England Patriots. It's Deflategate. It's filming team practices. It's literally having a murderer on your team.
That is... Yeah, that's true. And depending on how this trial
Julian
goes,
Edelman?
possibly twice, depending on if Antonio Brown gets convicted or not.
This is the type of people. Julian Edelman literally will go out there and says, "There's no me without those murders." That's who we are rooting for.
I'm not rooting for him.
That's who everybody's like, yeah, Drake, man. What? What? How did we get here? How have we forgotten all of the stupid calls that they've gotten? Oh, man. I'm just so mad about it, dude. I'm so mad, and I'm disappointed, America.
I think someone's still upset about the Tuck rule.
Yeah, very much. But you know what? Everybody should be upset about a million different things that the Patriots did for over a decade to the league. Look, there's coffins right here. This is what. Why are they?
Your targeted ad is coffins when you're on Wow. Wow, that says a lot about what ESPN's advertisements think about your team.
Yeah.
Although it's giving me an ad for Jameson, so I don't know what it says about me. Let's see. The Dolphins win again. I guess I
don't know what they're doing.
They're a little bit too late. The Commanders are toast.
Toasted.
The Falcons. I think we're done.
You?
I think we're done with them.
You?
They're 3-7. I think we can officially say the team is bad.
And Penix is out for the season.
Yep.
I think they gotta fire the coach.
Sell your Falcon stock, people.
The
done. Panthers have a winning record, which is also bananas.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
I mean, it happened because you're building bricks there. I mean, there's going to be still some inconsistency with Bryce Young. I like.
Oh, so you're willing to offer the Panthers the treatment that you're not offering to the Seahawks with my Seahawks take?
Yeah, because I don't like Seahawks fans. You guys are just not.
What do you mean?
Ridiculous.
No, I think that was very well, very reasonable take.
No.
Okay.
Seahawks fans are ridiculous, man. Like, where I'm from, there was no, like, Seahawks nothing. All of a sudden, here comes a Legion of Boom, and there's, like, Seahawks banners going through the streets of Ketchikan. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Some of us have family that lives in Seattle.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah, you're right. We should all be Raiders fans up here, Brian.
We should. Join me in purgatory.
Purgatory. It's not purgatory, buddy.
It's purgatory. I'm trapped.
No, it's hell.
I'm trapped.
It's
forever.
hell.
I can't get out.
The Bills have a win against a good Buccaneers team. Buck should be a little bit concerned about their defense.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because it's been bad 2 years in a row. They're leaky, and you have a defensive minded head coach.
It's not a Super Bowl winning defense.
No. And so, yeah, there's some concerns there for sure, but I'm not like overly concerned. I don't think the Bucks are. I mean, they'll tell you to your face they're competing, but they know they're not. So the goal is to put pieces around Baker. They've sold the defense and said, we're going to put pieces around Baker. We're going to try to control the clock. We're going to have big plays, and that's what we're going to do. And
really going with the Cincinnati Bengals route. Look how that's worked out.
Yeah, I can't believe he's trying to come back. One of the big stories, though, is Shedeur Sanders gets some playing time this week from an injury. NFL fans, again, very disappointed in you. Should never celebrate a injury.
Yeah, that's not a great thing to do.
Not great. NFL media, a little disappointed in you as well. I mean, you're talking about a guy that was on the scout team all week, had no reps, hasn't had a chance at reps all season, and then gets thrown in there. The defensive coordinator of Baltimore was like, bet, send the house. We're all in. From the moment he touched the ball, every time there was a white jersey.
You know that South
in
Park
his
where it's just the
face.
guy going like, hike, 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 hike.
Yeah, dude.
Hike.
Yeah.
That was Shedeur Sanders in the pocket
dude,
this week.
I'm also super interested in like the play calling because I thought they would like, let's do some easy plays, let's run the ball. No, dude, let's roll out to the left on the very first play. Like what? And then they're like coming after you, and you don't like. He doesn't know how to max protect and like coordinate the line, dude. He was out there to be slaughtered and was and I don't know what's going on in Cleveland. I mean, even when he was under pressure, there were some throws that he made that were 10 times better than any throw Dylan Gabriel has made all year long. And to not give him a shot is like, there has to be more to the story of Shedeur Sanders than what is being told to us. Like
sure.
Like, and I think one day they should do a documentary about this dude because I am very intrigued to figure out like, so there's like some people saying that like the Sanders team is trying not to let him play. There was a couple times where he could have been backup, but he had like a back injury, different things like that. I don't know. I think there's some people saying Stefanski didn't want Shedeur Sanders and he wanted Dylan Gabriel and he pounded on the table for Dylan Gabriel. And so if Shedeur goes out and he's good, then Stefanski's obviously wrong and he's out of there. Stefanski should be out of there anyways, but who knows? I don't know. It's just intriguing to me.
On the opposite sideline, the Ravens have gone from 1-5 to 5-5 all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
that was with Lamar throwing 2 interceptions.
Yeah, Lamar looked like what did I don't.
Lamar is someone that I traded away.
I'd still be nervous
on my fantasy team.
I'd still be. I mean, he's still gonna have good games.
Yeah, for sure. But
like,
what's going on there? I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it at all.
I don't like anything that's happening in Baltimore, regardless of them winning some games. I mean, that was an ugly game. It was an ugly game against Cleveland. The other big news.
Well, there's a couple other things here.
Kansas City.
Oh yeah, that's where I was going next.
Kansas City 5-5, baby. Would it not be the most annoying thing in the world?
How do the Broncos keep winning these games? The Broncos
on the back of their defense.
I'll tell you what. I will bet against the Broncos till the day they win the Super Bowl this year. I will bet against them every single game. I do not believe in this football team. And yet somehow here they are still winning games 9-2, which is kind of what the Chiefs did last year.
Yeah.
They find a way to win all these close games. But yeah, the Chiefs.
What do you do if like
here's the thing. Do
you think Bo Nix can get better? Like that's really the thing, because Bo Nix has been the talking point, right? Like, can he be better? And that's what you have to answer if you're Denver.
Yeah, I think that Bo Nix can get better, though, is the thing. I think the Broncos,
but it feels like he's
will
regressing.
invest. I feel like the Broncos will invest in pieces to help Bo Nix in the next couple of years.
He does not have like a great wide receiver.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he has bad wide receivers. He doesn't have.
Yeah, but who's his number one wide receiver?
Yeah, I don't.
Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, I exactly.
Like, no knock on Cortland Sutton, but
he's a wide receiver too on most other teams, I think.
Yeah.
Here, okay, so the Chiefs is what you wanted to talk about.
He's 30 years old.
Yeah, at least they don't have Tyler Lockett in their wide receiver room. Yeah. So the Chiefs, right now they've already had their bye. Mm-hmm. So here's your remaining schedule at 5-5.
Ooh.
You have the Colts this week. Then you have the Cowboys, Texans, Chargers, Titans, the Broncos again, and then the Raiders to finish out the season.
Yeah,
here's why I think that
that's a playoff team.
Here's why I think that the Chiefs will still make the playoffs.
Well, then again, though, what if you go out and you lose?
Here's why I
the
think
Colts,
that
you're 5-6. You go out. Let's say the Texans' defense is coming alive.
yeah. I don't.
The Chiefs' offense is falling apart. Like teams are daring them to run the ball, and they're refusing to run the ball.
Because who do they have at running back?
But still, man, like
I
run
think
the ball.
I think that
Bert,
unfortunately,
run the dang ball.
It's going to be really close because you have to win. You have to win now 5 out of your remaining 7 games.
So you're going to a red hot
Colts are going to be really tough.
But Colts are coming to you. That's your
Colts are coming to you, and you've been terrible on the road. Most of your wins have been at home. So I think that is a closer game than people will give it credit for. I think that you will spank the Cowboys. No, the only reason the Cowboys look good is because they played the Raiders this week, Brian, remember.
no, dude.
Texans I think is close, but really the only game and even the Broncos, I'm like, you kind of almost beat them here. Like,
yeah.
I know that Broncos fans were super happy about that win. That's just because they don't remember what it's like to beat the Chiefs. Like, that was not a perfect game from the Broncos. So there's a couple coin flip games in here, but you also get to play the Titans, the Raiders, and the Cowboys, who are 3 of your wins right there. And then you just have to, on those coin flip games, you just have to get the average. You just have to hit heads twice, and you're a playoff team.
The problem is that they've been beaten by the Jaguars. Or no, they've been beaten by the Jaguars, and they've been beaten by the Chargers. And those are both fringe playoff teams, and so you need for both of them to also...
I don't think the Chargers are a fringe playoff team. I know that they got spanked this week by Jacksonville, but I wouldn't call them a fringe playoff team. I think
they don't have an offensive line.
I think the Chargers are making the playoffs.
That's a wild take.
Because a lot of the Chargers' problems is injuries. They play the Raiders next week. They still play the Cowboys.
I guess they are 7-4.
I mean, and then you just have to pick up one more win.
They got
to 10-7.
They got to play the Eagles still. They got to play the Chiefs.
But again, if you're the
Texans.
Chargers, you're trying to go 10-7.
They got to play all these teams that have improved their pass rush. And Justin Herbert is running for his life.
Yeah,
You had no running game. Also, hold on though. Didn't we have a segment about what was it, dude? The best 0-2 team or something like that?
Yeah.
Who was my pick? Do you remember?
I believe that at the time neither of us wanted to say the Chiefs. And so who you chose to say was who was it?
It was the Chicago Bears.
Oh gosh dang it, that's right.
Who are now 7-3.
Who are first in the NFC North.
Yeah.
What the heck, Packers? What's wrong with you guys? I'm looking right at you too, Lions. Like, how could you let this happen? I know why the Vikings suck, but what's going on with both of you? Is this because of the Pope thing? This feels like it might be because of the Pope thing. That's another team I don't trust the Bears at all.
Yeah, so I just don't.
And that's the thing.
The Chiefs could miss the playoffs, dude.
The Chiefs could miss the playoffs. To put a bow on that, the Chiefs could miss the playoffs. The Bears, I think are going to make the playoffs for the first time since 2018. Right? Is that how long it's been?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I will say their schedule remaining is not a cakewalk. You get to play the Browns, and your other teams are Steelers, Eagles, Packers again, Niners at the end of the year when hopefully they're not injured.
I wouldn't be worried about the Steelers.
And the Lions. I'm just saying all those teams are in playoff positions minus the Browns.
The Lions looks like they've lost their identity.
Yeah. Yeah. I just said
the
it's not
Packers
I think it's very possible.
The Packers defense has completely regressed.
I didn't say it's unlikely. I actually said it's the Bears are probably going to make the playoffs.
The only game you're worried about there is going to Philly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have...
And then going and playing the Niners.
I think that you can win a lot of those games, but I also don't think that any of those games are easy games. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But you're 7-3 right now. Good for you. Good for you, Bears fans. You
Duh Bears.
Probably need a win. Yeah, duh Bears.
Duh Bears. I think you're underreacting to the Chargers loss.
You think that? I mean, yeah, but who? I can't figure out what the Jaguars are doing. They are like bouncing back and forth between like brutal losses to the Texans and then pantsing the Chargers.
I'm bad.
Barely beating the Raiders, barely beating the Raiders and then like historically choking the next game.
Yeah.
You beat the Chiefs and then lose to the Seahawks, and I watched that entire game. The final score of 20-12 does not tell the tale of that game. The Jaguars looked like a Pop Warner team out there. They had no shot in that game. So it's really tough to figure out what's going on.
That's what's concerning, right? Is like
concerning for the Chargers for sure.
And like the offensive line is bad. Like they are down bad.
They're injured. They're
down
very
bad.
injured.
Very bad.
They get to play the Raiders twice.
So what happens? Like your running back comes back week 13, but what's he going to run behind?
I don't know. The Chargers don't have a cakewalk schedule either, other than they play the Raiders this week. So there you go, free win. 8-4. You just got to win 2 more.
I mean, they'll make the playoffs. I wanted more for them, and it just sucks that they. I wanted more for Harbaugh, and it just sucks.
Yeah,
that
I just don't think.
Injuries.
I just don't think it's really much of their fault.
We don't play the Chargers. We play the Browns this week.
Oh, the Chargers have a bye this week.
Watch us win this stupid. I swear.
No.
Myles Garrett, I need you to have the best game of your life.
No, trust me. The Raiders will lose to the Browns and keep the tank alive. But it's only so that the Raiders can beat the Titans and lock the Do they play the Titans?
So,
no, they don't.
You had a 6 overall